What's up, Supreme Squad? I am here to give you guys an update on what's been going on in the OK Corral, aka the Wild Wild West, aka these YouTube streets. Because, baby, when I tell you there's been more going on between bloggers, blogger after blogger, blogger after subscribers, subscribers after bloggers, than anywhere else on social media, I mean it. And I'm going to give you guys the latest. I'm also going to talk to you about what Melody has going on. She has something new that's dropped. So I'm going to share that with you guys, as well as Marsau and Tisha, y'all. Marsau's admitting to using Melody's blueprint. So we're going to talk about that. And y'all, we are going to talk about Simon and Porsha Gubadia, y'all. Simon is responding to the deportation scandal, and I'm going to share everything I know. But before and I have one other story. I'm going to tell y'all about a man who lost $340 million. Okay. So stick around for everything. But before we get started, I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber and you haven't hit that notification bell yet, please do so. Okay. Also, make sure you hit the like and share the video, because that's how others find me here on YouTube. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Make sure you follow me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY. Let me turn on my banner so that we can get into these stories, okay? So let's talk about infamous Sylvia, you guys. I reported on her a video a day or two ago where I was letting you know that she had been arrested after another YouTuber by the name of Dana J filed charges on her for trespassing and stalking. He said that he found an AirTag on his car. And I guess these two have a long-standing beef. I guess for well over 4 years, they have been beefing. But either way, he found an AirTag on his car, and he said that every time he left his house to go someplace, he would see either Sylvia or someone she knows. And he was like, well, damn, that's just too much of a coincidence. So he started looking on his car for, devices, tracking devices, and he found one. Then he marched himself right on down to the courthouse and he pressed charges. She was arrested, I believe, February 9th. And she is still in jail today on her birthday. Okay. Today is her birthday and she is still in jail. Now, this is all crazy for many, many reasons. Number one, why is people stalking people from YouTube, for Pete's sake? But it looks like Sylvia and Dana J have a very long history. In fact, someone had posted this in my comment section the other day. So I do want to say that this is alleged. That's what that banner says at the bottom. It's alleged and for entertainment purposes only. But this person shared that the beef between infamous Sylvia and Dana J goes way back to R. Kelly. They said that infamous Sylvia helped Dana J, and then they also called him ungrateful. I want to say that I don't know either person. I don't know Dana J or Sylvia. And then this person is also alleging that Silva had given Dana J a car that he refused to pay for. And that is how the beef began. So that is what they posted in my comments. Now, I do want to say that I do know, I told you this the other day, that Sylvia was a R. Kelly reporter. So she would go to Chicago to report on the trial. She's also reporting for Ernesto Williams, who I also believe is in the Fulton County Jail. So right now, those two are cellmates because she's been there for over a week, for Pete's sake. She's also reported on the Cardi B and Tasha K trial. So she does keep, boots on the ground for these bigger trials and bring it back to her YouTube channel. But today she is spending her birthday in jail, which is not funny at all, you guys. I had went over to her page to listen to a video because a new video had popped up for her. And I told y'all already I was listening to some of her Ernesto Williams commentary, along with the other bloggers who cover that story. Okay. But her daughter or someone had uploaded a video to her YouTube page where you can hear the two of them talking. And the daughter is trying to keep, the daughter and one of her friends, it sounds like, is trying to keep her mother in good spirits, singing happy birthday to her, telling her that this is a minor setback. She get ready for a huge comeback because that's what's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, you hear that dreaded automated voice say, "You have 1 minute." And I was like, oh my God, like, ooh, child, that can, I'm sure, I ain't never been to jail, but I'm sure that is the last thing you want to hear. That has to make your ears bleed to hear you only got 1 minute left. But anyway, it was, beautiful to hear that her daughter called her, try to keep her upbeat. I don't know how long this woman is going to stay in jail for this, how long she's expected to stay in jail for this. From what I'm understanding, she had got arrested in the middle of the week. So people are saying that with a lawyer, she should have been out same day, next day at the latest. She did not get arrested on a Friday, where typically you'll have to wait until Monday to see a judge, right? So anyway, y'all, if you follow me on IG already, then you know that I post a variety of things over there. I give y'all all the news, pop culture, whatever's popping on social media. I also give y'all just regular everyday news. And one of the things that I had posted last week is that Fulton County had been hacked by a big time hacker group that they said have roots deep in Russia. They said Russian speaking. And they were very clear to say that this is not going to interfere with the trial that was going on with Fani Willis and, Donald Trump basically trying to disqualify her. But this hacking group had, I guess, they held all of the records. They stopped anything from going in and out, held all of these records, and they were threatening to release them. So people's public information. And they said that it affected the jail too. Now, I do know that when I went over to, if you go over to Fulton County Jail, you can see who's, in jail, who's waiting, all that stuff. And it said that it was not available because I was checking to see if Sylvia had been released. And it said it was not available. So anywho, long story short, follow me on IG so y'all can stay on top of things. As of right now, just to give y'all an update on this hacking group and the shutdown in Fulton County, as of yesterday, the 19th, the National Crime Agency said that Lockbit, who happened to be the hacking group, they said that they've disrupted their services as a result of international law enforcement action. So it sounds like, as of right now, they've been able to get back into their systems, the Fulton County systems. But it still sounds like it's a fight to me. So we'll see. They were asking for a very large ransom. They did not announce what that ransom was. A lot of people were suggesting that it probably was in Bitcoin. But we'll see that, this is a part of our everyday reality right now. Let's continue this story, okay? So I'm reading to you guys right now an official statement from Dana J, what he has to say about his interactions with infamous Sylvia and why she's in jail, why he, went down and filed charges. I guess people have been coming over and saying different things to him, and he has, saw it fit to write a statement. I must say, you people were given some bad information about this situation simply because her enterprise is trying to run a distraction for YouTube. At no point do I take pride in this, nor do I wish ill on Sylvia. But at the same time, or at the same breath, F Sylvia and her enterprise. On God, the tag was not in my car, but it was on my car, which kind of sounds a little cuckoo. But if you guys, I've seen a couple of news stories about it, and people have said, if you feel like you're being tracked or followed, check behind your license plates is a good place. People like to put air tags, or like, I guess, if it's under your car, check like the rim or the inside rim of your car, because it could be stuck there. Anyways, he goes on to say, Dana goes on to say, the tell it all is coming very soon, play by play. Dana J is the victim in this case, and people are trying to dumb down what was done to me by this lady and her enterprise. I don't know who her enterprise is. I don't know why he's referring to them as that. I don't know if it's one person or several people. Dana goes on to say, but what if they done to me in the last 4.5 years was done to you. So I think he's saying, what if what was done to me was done to you over the last 4.5 years? Then would you feel, then how would you feel and what would you have done different from what I have done when she stabbed myself and R. Kelly in the back? So this goes real deep then. This goes far back. Like I said to you guys the other day, they were R. Kelly supporters. He says that he felt like he was stabbed in the back and that she stabbed R. Kelly in the back. This is exactly what this lady or whoever put this here was saying. The beef goes all the way back to R. Kelly. Okay. Yikes, you guys. He goes on to say, Dana J goes on to say, I was done then, and I've been walked away from Sylvia and her scamming enterprise, but she couldn't let go and they couldn't let go. Then her and her lapdog came for me and I destroyed them all. So at this point, I had no other choice but to report your favorite scamming blogger, Sylvia. But for the record, I will not be bullied or threatened by no one. I am not changing the truth, nor will I be bothered by YouTube propaganda. I will not be moved. So it's best to tell the truth now because I'm bringing all the receipts and don't care who you are if you're involved. He goes on to say, you need to sit with your homegirl or sis. God bless you and y'all's channel and y'all's effed up thoughts. I wish y'all the best, but she brought this on her damn self, and I'm standing on business. Woo, child, the stand on business has been run onto the ground. I don't know. Everybody seems to be using it. Use your discernment on who's telling the lies and who's telling the truth. And also, you got to do your research because some people out here are being just as passionate about the lies that's being told on people as they are about the truth that's being told. Okay, when people mix lies with the truth, it taints the truth and everything becomes a lie. So I just want to put that out there. We all have a responsibility to do our own research. Don't take anything at face value. Okay, so let's move on. That's basically the Sylvia, the infamous Sylvia and Dana J story right now. But everybody is in a lawsuit for the most part. A lot of people are in a lawsuit. Either it's YouTubers, like I said, YouTubers suing other YouTubers suing subscribers, vice versa. And now we have television personalities suing YouTubers. So it's a whole thing in these YouTube streets, but we are moving on. Okay. Let's talk about Melody Cherie. First, I'll say, let y'all tell me what y'all think about all of it in the comments. Now we're moving on to Melody Cherie. Y'all, she has put out a second flyer for her Mimosas with Melody. This is supposed to be the second link up for the Mellometers. And they're also going to be getting some tea from some high profile people, including Hill Harper. And this looks like the second round of speakers. She had put out a first round the other day that included her mother. The second round include Jay Bolin, Darren Henson, Lily Lyons, Devin Stevens, Chris Sand, and Ivan Thomas. So she has put this out. It's going to be on the 30th of March at the Biltmore Ballroom. And it looks like it has a showtime of 6 p.m. Let me make sure that's correct because I had this banner. 6 to 9 p.m. is how it's going to run. Okay. Anyway, Black Tie Affair. So beautiful people dress beautifully. Okay. I cannot wait to see all of this. This is going to be pretty dope. Anyway, I said all that to say, it is interesting, you guys, that right now, Marsau is stepping up to the plate and saying, listen, I am following Mill's blueprint. Number one, a lot of people have pointed out that Marsau is using sponsors like Amazon, right? Remember, he had Amazon posted and said sponsored by Amazon, and then it was changed to powered by Amazon. Well, a lot of people were like, sponsored and powered are not the same damn thing. That's number one. What is going on? This feels very much like scammer or fraud vibes. Well, y'all, it looks like Amazon is going to be in the house, like in the actual building. Marsau and Tisha actually had a representative from Amazon on their live the other day, and they were talking to them and saying basically, this is what we're bringing to the table. And they also said that Amazon would have representatives at this Black Expo, okay? Expo or Expo, however you like to, describe it. They're going to be there. I thought that was interesting, and y'all can let me know what y'all think. Someone did call Marsau out in the comment section, though, on Facebook and said, are you giving Melody her credit? Because when she said y'all should be using sponsors in order to pay people, y'all blew it off and said, anybody who's trying to use a sponsor or get paid at this event, y'all remember, is really just being greedy and selfish. Now Marsau has changed his tune, saying that's why we asked for advice and we used it, because we won't allow our pride to get in the way of our purpose. Interesting. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about all of that in the comments, okay? I'm not going to forget him using the words, you are being selfish, right? You are being selfish and you are being greedy. But now he's letting people know he's changed his tune. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about all of that in the comments. And if you plan on going to the Expo, it looks like there is going to be huge names at this event. I did look at something else. There's a really high profile publicist, PR group, I should say, PR group that is also a part of this event. I don't know when they got involved, but they have like roots with Essence and like huge news networks. So they've been around the block for a couple of times, and I'm wondering if they how involved they were, if they showed up in the middle, if they showed up at the end, if they were there from the beginning. As of right now, their name is also on a lot of this. So I just want to give y'all an FYI. They could be using Melody's blueprint for sure. Okay, for sure. Now let's talk about Simon and Porsha. It has been all over the place. On Sunday night, it dropped that Simon is going to be deported for having illegal activity in his past. Y'all know that laws were passed that it doesn't matter how long you've been in this country. If you commit a crime here, you will be deported. And Simon has had a couple of things in his past. They're saying that it was well over 30 years ago. However, the law is basically saying, or the courts are saying, the law is the law and we're not making any changes for you. So he had a credit card fraud or scam, a bank fraud and scam. It looks like something he was doing with cars was an issue. He also had a name change. So he came here in the country as one person. He was kicked out, he left, and then he came back in under a different person, okay? He also tried to marry for a green card, but that didn't work either, child. It was just a whole lot of things. So for the last 30 years, he has been comfortably moving in and out of the United States. Now, I don't know if he holds citizenship with Nigeria. I'm assuming he still does, but sometimes people try to get dual citizenship. But he's been going back and forth. Hell, Porsha had 2 weddings, one in the United States, one in Africa. So we have to see what is going to happen next. Everybody was invited to those weddings. Everybody, social media, or all of the, I call it social media, but all of the reality TV, fans and people, the cast of these different shows were invited. And now all of this is happening. They just got married last year, for Pete's sake. You paid for a trip to go to Africa, and now this man is gone. I hope it was a really nice affair. I hope it was a really beautiful event and worth it. What people are asking right now is if Porsha is going to leave the country with Simon or if she will stay. She got this huge contract with a lot of money. People are making the suggestion that she took all of Candy's 2 million that she was making every year for 4 months of work and then some, because she also has side deals that she's being offered. So she can host shows, she can do spinoffs. There's all kinds of things in her deal. And I have to say, at this point, looks like Candy showed her how to get it done. Okay. A lot of people have been saying, as Porsha and Candy so cool, they are. They are still very cool. And if Porsha took this deal, I know she talked to her girl Candy to get the right contract in front of Bravo, and she got it. Andy is so excited. He was ecstatic to have her back. He could not wait to get on that radio show where he talks about everybody on his cast. And he said, listen, I told y'all that this was just a pause. And that's all it was, is a pause. Okay. And he's moving on. He said, we are happy to have Porsha Williams Gubadia back on the show. And now we got to see if because I always thought that Porsha, she's a smart cookie, okay? She played dumb when she was with Cordell. And that Underground Railroad statement, that's going to live with her forever. But everything else, she's been smart about, okay? So we have to see exactly how she plays this and what she's going to do next. Now, in the meantime, Simon has made a post, child, with his smile, I should say. I know he got his teeth fixed. So with that new set of teeth, he ended up coming on. Let me take my banner off so y'all can see. And he was playing the music. And he said, I did camp no shaky, which basically means that he's okay, brother, is how people were saying it in the comments. I'm okay, brother. So despite the fact that people may think that he's, feeling bad or hurt, he's letting people know that he is sitting in his big mansion, smoking his cigars and enjoying his life right now. He said he ain't got no problem. So if he goes back to Nigeria, and let's face it, he doesn't have to stay in Nigeria. He can go be deported back to Nigeria, but he can move anywhere from there. He could go to Canada. Hell, he can go to Mexico. There's a lot of places that he can go in order to meet Porsha, have a little, that they won't have that much distance between them. Let me put it that way. We'll have to see. But he could go to another place where they won't have that much distance between them. And I do believe that Simon is a kind of man who needs a woman close. I think that his ex-wife said that about him. What's her name? Fallon. I'm pretty sure that she said that Simon has to have a woman. So they're not doing no long distance relationship for any time, I don't see it. Y'all can let me know what y'all think, but I think that Simon and I think that Porsha need to be in each other's company and for this relationship to work. Not everybody can do a long distance relationship. So let alone a marriage, okay? So y'all can let me know what y'all think about that. And let's move on to this last story. The Powerball player who matched numbers on the lottery's website was denied a $340 million jackpot. The lottery admitted his numbers did match, but claims that it was a mistake and not the same as the live numbers drawn. He's now suing the Powerball. So what actually happened, y'all, is he went to the lottery's website and his numbers matched for the night of that drawing. It matched to a T, all the way down to the Powerball. So he drove his cell phone down to the Washington, D.C. lottery office to collect his winnings. And when he did, the person behind the counter said, you can throw that in the trash because that wasn't the correct numbers. And he said, why would I throw it in the trash? He said, because it wasn't the right numbers. The actual drawing was this. And we put the wrong numbers on the website. And she said, so just throw it away. And so he went, you really think I'm going to throw away this ticket? She went, the trash can is right there. So he got back in his car and now he has hired a lawyer to see if he can get anything at all because they are the official, lottery, right? That website represents the official lottery. Those were the numbers that were posted. And he said that he deserves his pay. So y'all let me know what y'all think. if someone made the human error of putting the wrong numbers on the website, which is a huge mistake. Apparently, there wasn't one number that that person put on that website that was accurate. It was every single number was wrong. He's saying, you owe, Pook. Okay, you owe. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all of that in the comment section. Okay, talk to me. Also, make sure that you hit the like, that you are subscribed and you have that notification bell on, and then share this video. I appreciate every single one of you guys for rocking with me, and I will check you all on the next one.